Hi, I'm Glenn. This is Dave with NC Beer Guys. We promote NC Craft Beer online at ncbeerguys.com. We're drinking 3 beers out of Big Boss Brewing Co today that made them available to us for drinking and sampling, and there's a little bit something different about all 3 of these, so we're going to get right into it. We have quite a session here.
Oh yeah. Big
session. First we're going to start with the ATES and ATES, which is a coffee stout. It says our winter stout is brewed with 10 different malts to create a complex and distinctive beer. We add organic, free trade coffee, which is specially produced for Big Boss by coffee expert Larry's Beans. We offer this synergistic seasonal brew for a limited time in the winter season. Get a pint of this full flavor stout while it's available at 8% ABV.
Yeah, what do we have, Paul? We'll share a bottle.
That's right. And ATES and ATES has been around a little while. One of the things that's new this year is, or maybe last year, but it's not always available in 12-ounce bottles. That's been what's been different about it. ATES and ATES is a known product from Big Boss, but the newness of it is in the 12-ounce bottle.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna give you a few facts about ATES and ATES coffee stouts. It's brewed with 10 different malts, creates a complex, distinctive beer. They add organic, free trade coffee, which I already said. Brewed since they started Big Boss in 2006, so it's far from a new beer. It's like 9 years in. And Raleigh-based Larry Beans has provided coffee for every batch.
Sweet. So it's consistency in terms of using the same coffee company.
Right.
And it's got a rich, thick head on that.
And beautiful darkness to it. Yep. And you would expect that from a coffee stout.
And it's got not an overwhelming coffee aroma.
No, you know what you're drinking, but you don't actually know what to expect from the aroma.
Well, you don't know how you're going to get hit.
We've cheated and we've had this before, so it's not exactly new to us.
Well, yeah, but unlike other coffee stouts, this one isn't overwhelming coffee,
and it allows for so much of the malt flavor to come through.
That's what that's
the coffee. In fact, it's not the first thing you taste with this beer. Or I don't. That's not for me.
No,
it's the maltiness and the complexity that's behind the coffee.
Right, you get a lot of malt up front. And then the coffee comes in, and that's really, sometimes you have, it's kind of like the barrel aging beers where, either bourbon, whiskey, or whatever, and you get so much of that it kind of takes away. It's like, okay, am I drinking beer or am I drinking beer flavored bourbon? And here, and some of the coffee stouts are the same way. It's like you have so much coffee that, can I enjoy the beer at least? And having this being a little, having a lot of malt forward flavor really, I think really does it justice.
I think this is going to satisfy both you guys who think you really like coffee stouts for the coffee flavor. It's also going to satisfy you guys who don't think you like coffee stouts because it's overly coffee. Right. You should try this one. Yeah. And it may be the coffee stout for you.
That's really good.
Because it's not, in my mind at least, or palate,
overly coffeed.
That's right. Exactly.
Cool.
So our second Big Boss beer tonight is the ATES Nightmare. This is a fairly new beer.
I've never even heard of this one.
ATES Nightmare. I don't think you've seen it out much either yet.
Scary.
It says the allies work together to defeat a common enemy. We worked with our allies to recreate a classic beer style with a local twist. Traditional London-inspired porter recipe made with a generous portion of North Carolina-grown rye from the Riverbend Malt House at Asheville.
Good, local.
So that's the local allied, the whole theme there.
Local good.
Defeat the Axis powers and enjoy this fresh. Okay. And we've not had this, or I'm not.
I've never even heard of it, so if I didn't hear of it, I know I didn't have it.
So this is the ATES Nightmare, and all the branding that you see the skull head on this one. I think Big Boss does a great job. They're not flashy and colorful with their logos and labels.
It's consistently dark and black, black and white.
So what do you get here?
I get a bunch of nothing.
It's just a shade lighter than the coffee, but dark still, very dark. Yeah. The head might be a little creamier on this one and lacing nice.
A little less, but...
You think less?
Well, maybe I didn't pour it as aggressive then.
I thought I was more impressed with the head on this one. Maybe again, maybe the difference in the pours.
I mean, are you getting anything?
No, not particularly. The aroma is kind of benign. It's just like a regular porter aroma. Now, you know rye. You like rye.
Yeah.
Usually more than I do.
Yeah. I mean, it's not... It's got a very... It's such a clean flavor.
A rye porter.
A rye porter
is actually the style.
Okay, so yeah, it's not going to be.
So it's not like some other rye beer that's you've got all the porterness going here.
Porterness.
Yeah, you know the darkness and the robustness of a porter.
Yeah. Less than
not like some of the ryes that are lighter. You can really taste the rye.
No, this one's it's very light. You got a slight bite to it. Mm-hmm. I mean, not overwhelming, which is kind of nice.
Right. And I didn't catch from my little research.
It's just it finishes so clean. I mean, for a porter, it finishes very nicely. Can you read that text?
5% ABV.
Okay.
5%.
That's it's a nice, easy drinking one.
It is very good. I think it's a very good porter. And you do notice the rye, but in fact, if you didn't know it was a rye porter, you would just think you had a special rye. I mean, a special porter. I don't know that you would pick that rye out of this. It's the smoothness, I think.
Well, see how smooth it is? I mean, a couple sips and it's gone.
and the mouthfeel has that certain creaminess that sometimes the ryes give it.
I don't know about that. Just to me, I think you drink it and it's light on your palate, but you get this flavor. It's not an overwhelming flavor because porters don't have to be overwhelming, right? Because it's the lesser, porter than you have a stout. Mm-hmm. So, but it's nice, easy to drink, and I think the rye just attributes to the little bite, slight, and just easy drinking. I
like this a lot too. Very good. So that's the Axis Nightmare, and as you begin seeing that on the shelf, out and about, on tap, draft, your favorite drinking hole. Ask for the Axis Nightmare from Big Boss, and if they don't know what you're talking about, but they know the other Big Boss brands, you said they need to talk to Brad or Dave or somebody over at Big Boss and get us some Axis Nightmare. So our last brew of the evening is a little bit special. It says, remember that beer we made for our tap room or the tavern?
And it was only available in the tap room.
We served it in the tavern. We called it TAVERN ALE. Yeah. Well, we actually made enough to send out into the world and managed to bottle a limited supply. A balanced English/American hybrid of ingredients and recipe whose brewer, Brad Wynn, has offered from time to time in our customers in the tavern. Now available 6-pack and on draft. For an exclusive time, limited, and I've already said all the rest of that.
Nice light amber, a dark amber.
A TAVERN ALE.
TAVERN ALE.
And that's the style too, it says.
Okay.
And they on the bottle, there's a piece of little bit of news that I didn't pick up in my research. It says, this is Michael Jackson, who we all know from All About Beer magazine, says, this beer has an oaky color, a nutty barley malt aroma, a firm, beautifully balanced palate, and a long, hoppy, bitter finish.
Oh, so it's got a drag.
So it says, right.
Oaky? I don't know. I'm smelling something. I can't tell you what, but it's not bad.
And this is a 7% alcohol by volume.
Ooh, 7.
So it's getting up there a little bit.
Yeah.
So your palate's not as developed as Michael Jackson.
My aroma. I didn't get to the drink yet.
Oh, you're just still smelling. Okay. So he said nutty barley malt aroma.
Ooh. Nutty barley. Oh, nutty barley. Well, I didn't get any aroma that I can tell. It had something. What it was, I don't know, but it smelled nice.
Right.
So it's good. It's a good aroma. The flavor, though.
Beautifully balanced palate.
Yeah, I don't get a lingering bitterness out of it.
And a long, hoppy, bitter finish. According to the bottle.
Well,
let me see.
I'm going to dispute that.
You didn't come up with that.
No, I didn't come up with that. I mean, it's actually very nice. I mean, I'm kind of, my palate's picking up caramel.
There's hops there, but not. It's not hop forward in any sense, and it's. No. Mine doesn't linger either too much.
No, I mean it's actually pleasant.
this beer is somehow tasting familiar. I must have had it at Big Boss.
Maybe.
And maybe didn't remember that I had something called a TAVERN Ale. I just had one of many or something.
But see, now you don't have to go all in Big Boss to get it. Now it's in bottles.
That's right.
So you can enjoy that tavern experience in a bottle.
But for a limited time.
So grab it.
And a limited supply. So you won't find it everywhere or many of it. So if you see it, you might better pick it up.
Yeah, get it right away. At least enjoy it and say you had it, because it's really good.
So if you've enjoyed all the flagships that we've drank for years out of Big Boss, of course, which is in Raleigh. I don't know if I said that or not, and they're available across most of the state. You know, one of the real traditional beers we know about in North Carolina now. And continue to enjoy those, but also look for the specialties that come out, the seasonals.
Oh yeah,
they're getting more and more into those special kind of things that come out from them. It is great.
Sure.
It appeals to all palates. So we thank Dave and the guys at Big Boss for providing the beer for us to drink.
Sweet.
And we encourage our viewers to go out and patronize Big Boss and pick up Big Boss wherever you get a chance. So for the NC Beer guys, Dave and Glenn wishing you a Merry Christmas. And remember, check out Big Boss when you get a chance. And remember, drink local and keep your beer dollars in North Carolina.